Oh my god!
Smash that like button if you want to know how to aim like that.
Alright, so first I'm going to go over my sensitivities real quick. I know a lot of you guys don't believe me when I say they're still the same for my old sensitivity videos. Well, technically they aren't, I guess. So these are the sensitivities I'm currently using. Because I'm using the Astro controller, I've been tweaking my build and edit sensitivity a little bit. Usually I believe I'm on 1.8, 1.7. Currently I'm on 1.8, 1.9, but last night I was on basically all over the place. I was trying all kinds of stuff. So these aren't for sure yet. I'll let you guys know when they're for sure settled in. My horizontal vertical have always been 50-48 ever since I got linear down. Turning boosts, you always want them 0-0-0, otherwise don't even bother using linear. And this off doesn't matter when 0-0. ADS again has also been always 14-14. As long as you're using control freaks like me, this should be pretty good. If you're not using control freaks, you might want it lower because it's harder to control. Again, the boost always should be at 0. Dead zone, the left one I put it at 15 ever since I got the new controller because I get stick drift if it's lower. But the left dead zone doesn't really matter. The right one is the most important one. After the controller update 2 weeks ago, I brought it up from 0.5, or I mean from 5% to 6%. Because something felt really weird at 5% ever since they nerfed controller aim. Bringing it up to 6 seemed to fix that. I'm still not sure what happened, but something was just really off. And then foot controller off. These don't matter if it's off. And if you guys want to see my binds and stuff, here they are really quickly, but I go through them in my other settings video if you want to watch that. Now let me get into the map that I made for you guys on how to find your sensitivity. Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today I am finally bringing you something so many of you have asked for. My official BrockPlaysFortnite sensitivity finding course. I used the original version of this course to find my sensitivity that I'm currently using, that you guys saw at the beginning of this video. You guys can use it too now to find your best sensitivity. So let me go ahead and start the game. The course starts off. You pick your weapons that you want to start with. We're going to get all of these right here. Organize them right. Alright, so let's start off with the long range aim. You go into here. This takes you to the long range aim room. 3 levels of height. The low level, the really high level, and the back. So I'm going to go here to the low level and show you guys where it takes you. So basically, when it comes to maps like this, the goal here is to try to find a sensitivity where your aim is basically as best as it can be on all 3 of these levels. So say you find a sensitivity here, but then you go back and when you're all the way back here, you're no longer aiming good. That means that you need to keep tweaking it until you find something that works on all 3 levels. That way you can have good aim, close range, and really long range. Alright, so I'm going to start here on the low level. A lot of people don't realize, but a very slight sensitivity change can actually have a huge impact on your aim. So the difference between 50% and say 55% could be the difference between you hitting all your shots and you missing half your shots. And a lot of people don't believe me when it comes to this, but that's why it took me so long when Fortnite first came out with linear to find the right sensitivity. But with enough tweaking and enough combination testing, you guys want to keep try as many combos as you can if you have time. Eventually you will find something that is perfect for you and just feels like amazing. Alright, so since right now we're working on our ADS, let me put this up to, let's say, 30-30. So when it comes to finding your sensitivity, you want to find something that is not too fast. Obviously, like this is way too fast, but is not too slow that you can't go from target to target. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it originally. Alright, so here you guys can see I'm still doing decently aimed. The problem is not that I'm having trouble hitting my target, it's that I'm having trouble getting onto the target. Once I'm on the target, I have no problem. You guys can see it. All my shots hit. The problem is that to get from target to target is difficult, and that's close range. Now imagine being really high. This is the very high range. From here, it's going to be even harder to get target to target. You guys can see, like, I find myself overcorrecting by a ton and not even being close to the target when I switch targets. Like right there, you guys see, like, I just can't keep it straight. It's because it's way too high, obviously. So we're going to keep going down. This is ADS sensitivity. Bring it down now to 20. So right there alone, that first shot tells me that it's still too high. When I went from here to here, I ended up all the way down here, and then I had to come back up. So that tells you that it's still way too high, and you can't control it. Some of you might be able to control it, some of you can't. That's why sensitivity is so specific to every person. So now I'm going to bring it down another 10%. Okay, so now you guys can see I'm not having trouble anymore switching target to target, but it's taking me way too long switching to target. So even though this is good sensitivity, there could be a higher sensitivity that I'm still good with, but would let me switch from target to target a lot faster. So that's why it's important that just because something is working for you, you don't necessarily have to stick with it. There might be something that's even better. Because on this sensitivity, I'm still good. I still have good aim. It's just taking a long time to go from target to target. So to tell you the truth, a lot of people don't think they'll notice a difference between just 1%. 15 and 14 is where I had it. And a lot of you might not, but I personally feel that over time you will feel a difference between 1% of a change. And it can be the difference between having that perfect aim, the way I do, versus, you know, having just very good aim. That's why I think it's important that you try as many combinations as you can, as many different sensitivities as possible. So that is how I found my long range sensitivity way back in the day, and I've used that sensitivity ever since. Anytime I try to change from it, I always end up coming back to it because it's just perfect for me. And then also, a lot of people think, well, this is just bots. It doesn't matter. These guys aren't moving. They're standing completely still. That doesn't matter. The goal here is just to find the right sensitivity. If you do find it here, I guarantee you it will work out in real games. Because the practicing here is switching target to target. Not necessarily that they're not moving, but being able to go like this, and then like that, and then like that. So that is the long range part of this map. And then you go here, returns you to spawn. Now we're going to check out the close range. So the goal here is basically box fight with these robots. They respawn over and over, and same thing. So one of the most important things you're going to be messing with in this section of the map is going to be your dead zone. You can change your dead zone either here or here at the bottom of the controller settings. So a lot of you will probably be on around 12 dead zone, or you might even be on the default, which is extremely high. I personally play on 6 dead zone, but I'm going to show you guys what the difference between, say, 10 and 6 can be. So this is on 10 dead zone. So as you guys can see, my pumps are still very good on 10, but my builds, however, are not. The reason you want to try to get as low a dead zone as possible, basically the lower your dead zone, the better your builds are going to be, most likely. Again, this isn't true for everybody. Everybody's different, but in general, lower dead zone means better builds. So you want to find the balance between having the lowest dead zone possible while not hurting your pump shots. That way you can have good shotgun shots, but also be able to be a good builder. So you guys can see on 10 dead zone, I'm still having really good shotgun shots, but I know that my builds are not good on this dead zone. If I was to start free building, they're terrible. So I personally found that even all the way down to 5, I'm still good. The reason I went up to 6 was after the controller nerf 2 weeks ago, something felt a little weird, and I just brought it up to 6 and it just fell back to normal. I've been sticking with 6, but it's honestly not that big of a difference. But here is my shots on 6 dead zone. You guys can see that my pumps are still insane. Alright, so remember, the point of this map is not just to aim train. Don't sit here just shooting the robots over and over on the same sensitivity. Although you can do that, it's not going to help as much as actually changing your sensitivity and trying new things until you find something that feels perfect for you. Alright, so that has been the close range aim. I actually haven't put in a way to reset this yet, so if somebody watching knows how to do that, make sure you guys let me know. I couldn't figure it out. An easy way to just have this reset. And then finally, one of the coolest things that I just happened to think of last night while I was working on the map, a no-scoping section. So basically, you pick up a sniper and you just try to no-scope this. Boom, first shot, first hit. I actually was practicing a lot on this, and it's a lot of fun. All it does is it puts one robot right there. The robot has a little bit of health, so any sniper you pick will always kill it. And then when you touch the bottom, it after 1 second brings you right back up. So you can just keep on practicing no scopes over and over. And this is actually something I'm gonna end up using a lot because, oh my god, that was nice. Because I actually love no scoping a lot in real games nowadays, and I'm just not very good at it. And this is a really good way to just get a lot of practice in without having to set everything up. And then, you know, eventually I can even add like launch pads and stuff and like trick shot type no scopes. But just playing on this all night, I already feel like my no scopes have improved. So yeah, that's the no scope section, and then return to spawn. That has been my sensitivity finding map. I made this. I've been working on this for like a week or two now, trying to figure out how everything works in creative mode. I haven't made a map in a long time now, so I finally got everything done last night, and decided to make a video this morning. So the code is right here, as you guys can see. If you ever want to see a map code, the codes are always right there in any video you watch. So copy that code, and you'll get to this map. And then we have the do not enter sign here. Do not go in there. You guys are not allowed to go in there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my map. I'll be sure to keep updating it, keep working on it. I actually had a lot of fun making this, so I can't wait to see what else I can expand it into. And yeah, don't forget to use code Brock at the item shop, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.